What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to take a look at this hybrid style holster from Crossbreed Holsters. A few months back I did a review on a bunch of different belly band type holsters to figure out the best way to carry a firearm when you are exercising or running. And my favorite one in that video was this Crossbreed belly band here, which I use very often and I truly like. I like that so much that I wanted to try another one of their holsters that are a little more everyday carry appendix friendly. I typically carry in an all Kydex holster like this, but the hybrid ones always seem interesting to me, and so I wanted to give it a try. Before we get into the holster, I need to quickly do my disclosure. Yes, I work in the firearms industry, and Crossbreed did send me 1, 2, and even the chest rig holster free of charge for review. Neither one of those things will affect this review in any way, shape, or form because these are, as always, my opinions only. There will be an affiliate link down in the video description if you want to pick up anything from Crossbreed. Hook me up, use that affiliate link. Last but not least, the sponsor of today's video is USCCA. Just wanted to call them out quickly because if you're looking for holsters, you probably have a firearm for self-defense, everyday carry, whatever. If that's the case, I recommend you click the link down in the video description, type in your email address, and see if USCCA is right for you. Now, one of my favorite things about Crossbreed holsters is actually the packaging. They come in this nice bag, and on the back of the bag here, they have a nice little sentence written about how you are pledged to uphold the Second Amendment and cherish the freedoms bestowed upon you as an American. So they nail the packaging, and I just wanted to point that out quickly. So I believe all Crossbreed holsters are a hybrid style holster, if you don't know what that means. The front is a thick, hard plastic Kydex shell, and the back is a very thick leather backing, and that's the hybrid part of it. Even though it is a hybrid holster, your retention is still very good, and it is adjustable retention, which we'll go over in just a second. Now, if you don't like this style, or you want one clip, 2 clips, inside the waistband, outside the waistband, Crossbreed has a bunch of different options if this is not your jam. Real quick, I'm going to read the highlights of all the features that I like, and then we'll get into the testing and what I think of it overall. They're very modular, which is surprising and very cool. You can buy little wings if you want a spare mag carrier. You just screw that wing in. Not really a wing, it's more of a spare mag pouch, excuse me. You screw that in, and then you can have a spare magazine ride in the appendix location as well. You can also get a clip. You screw the clip in and it pushes against your belt, and hopefully we'll get the grip of the gun closer to your stomach and print a little bit less. The other way it's modular is you can buy these outside the waistband clips from Crossbreed if you want as well. Very simple, just unscrew these 2 clips, screw in the outside the waistband clips, and now this inside the waistband holster can be converted to outside the waistband holster. I said I use this appendix, it's just my choice. This would also be fine if you want to use it at 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock. Any of those locations will work fine as well. Besides being very modular, it has a ton of retention, which I kind of mentioned earlier. Right here on the side of the holster, you see the silver little screw. You can take an Allen and screw that in tighter or less if you want more or less retention. And also these screws here on the side also work as tension screws if you want to have the holster fit tighter or less, which is very important with a hybrid holster because as this leather wears a little bit, you can adjust that tension and make sure you still have a very solid lockup. The clips are both adjustable for ride height, so if you want to sit a little higher, a little lower in your pants, or have a little cant, you can do that very easily. They have different leather options and different Kydex options if this black on black is not your jam, but I think it looks perfect and I wouldn't choose anything else. The cutaway here is very good, and let me show you why that's important. If you're going to get your gun quickly, I've seen other holsters where the hybrid backer gets in the way and you can't easily get a grip on that pistol, and that is not an issue with this one. Last but not least, if you're wondering what gun I got this holster for, it is a SIG P365 with the 365 XL grip, the larger grip, and it has a Holosun 507K on here. I've reviewed all of this several times while I'm doing the Holosun review now. Everything else I have already reviewed. I need a sip of water. So let's talk about the testing that I've done. I have worn this holster for a little over 2 months. I have brought it to the range probably 5 or 6 times. Part of the reasons I've worn this every single day, I have been doing a lot of reviews that are related to my P365. I've compared this to other guns. I've done a review on this Icarus grip, on this Holosun dot, on a Sig dot. I've been doing a lot of reviews based off that, so that allowed me to get a little more use than normal out of this holster. When I brought it to the range, obviously I practiced drawing from the holster a lot, reholstering, different drills, one reload one, Mozambique drills, all different types of drills, shooting steel like I always do. And so I think I have a very, very good idea of what this holster is and is not. So I'm going to say, as far as my pros, the biggest pros is going to be the fit and finish. Everything on all Crossbreed holsters, not just this one, is very, very high quality. For example, the leather is so thick, and this is important, you don't want that leather to fold over on it like a cheap leather holster. So when you go to reholster, that leather gets in the trigger guard, and that's going to be a bad day. So overall, the fit and finish is fantastic. I love how modular this little holster is. When I ordered this, I had no idea it was as modular as it is. If you want to carry a spare mag, you can do so. If you don't want these clips, you can switch them out. If you want to do the outside the waistband clips, you can also switch them out. If the retention's not perfect, there's several different ways to adjust the retention. If you want to put a clip on it to have the butt of the gun kick in your stomach a little more, you can do that as well. You get the point. It's very, very modular. It's made in the US, everything is, even these clips, for example, all made here in the States, which is great. And the last thing I'm going to say, I was very, very surprised on how comfortable it was. I always thought the Kydex holsters were the jam, and that's all I've ever used. And I find this to be more comfortable than any of the Kydex holsters I have used for my P365 so far. Cons. I don't really have a con yet, and I'm going to say yet because I haven't carried this in the summer when it's really, really hot. And my thought is this leather up against my skin in the summer, this holster may feel warmer and hotter than a traditional Kydex holster. I have no idea. I'm not an expert when it comes to hybrid holsters. This upcoming summer will be the first time I have worn this in the summer. You guys out there who rock hybrid holsters all the time, let me know if my assumption is correct. If these things the leather gets really hot up against your skin in the heat, or if it's about the same as the Kydex holster. Sign off in the comments and let me know. Overall, I'm going to say I love this holster, A+++. I think the biggest nod I can give it is to say this is now my EDC holster. I put the Kydex holsters for my P365 away. I prefer this one, and I'm going to, anytime you see me with my P365, it will be in this holster, and I will carry it going forward. I don't think I can give it a better stamp of approval besides trusting my life to the holster. Alright, before you guys go, let me quickly thank Crossbreed Holsters for sending me all these holsters to review. I'm very, very impressed with their quality, and again, I knew nothing about them until I started reviewing these holsters, and they are great. Again, there's affiliate links if you want to pick something up. Hook me up, use those affiliate links. I also want to quickly thank my Patreon supporters. Those guys are great. I need to thank the companies who support me with affiliate links because they truly help keep this channel going. And most important, I need to thank you. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking this video. Thank you for commenting. And if you think I deserve it, please subscribe to the channel. Enable the bell notifications. Again, if you think I deserve it, really, really helps this channel out. And I, once again, greatly, greatly appreciate it. I will see you guys next time.